Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Desatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukham karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatpatamaham vande Shri Gurun Devatarine. Hare Krishna. So today we'll start the next chapter, which is the last chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So we started total 700 verses, right? So this chapter has 76 verses, 78. So we have almost completed 622 verses. So if one day each was almost say 2 years, that's great. So we are into last chapter, and this chapter actually is the summary of Bhagavad Gita. So second chapter also is summary of Bhagavad Gita, but is 18th chapter is actually starting from Karma Yoga, and it ends with the final instruction of Krishna to Arjuna and everyone into Bhakti Yoga. Okay, so I think first 10 to 12 verses they talk about the Karma Yoga. So let us see. Sannyasasya Mahabaho.
Sannyasasya Mahabaho.
Tattvam ichhami veditum.
Tattvam ichhami veditam.
Tyagasya cha Rishikesha.
Tyagascha cha Rishikesa.
Pruthakeshi Nishudhana.
Prathakesi Nishudana. Arjuna Uvacha Sannyasasya Mahabaho Tattvam ichhami veditam Tyagasya cha Rishikesa Prathakesi Nishudana.
Arjuna Vacha Sannyasasya Mahabaho Tattvam Ichchami Veditum Tyagasya cha Rishikesha Pratakkeshi Nisudana.
Okay, so let us read the translation and purport. Arjun said, "O mighty armed one, I wish to understand the purpose of renunciation, tyag, and the renounce order of life, sannyas, O killer of Kesi demon, master of the senses." Purport. Actually, the Bhagavad Gita is finished in the 17th chapter. The 18th chapter is supplementary summarization of the topics discussed before. In every chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna stresses that devotional service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the ultimate goal of life. The same point is summarized in the 18th chapter as the most confidential path of knowledge. In the first 6 chapters, stress was given to the devotional service. Yoginam api sarvesham, of all yogis of transcendentalists, one who always thinks of me within himself is the best. In the next 6 chapters, pure devotional service and its nature and activity were discussed. In the third 6th chapter, knowledge, renunciation, activities of material nature, transcendental nature, and devotional service were discussed. It was concluded that all acts should be performed in conjunction with the Supreme Lord, presented by the word Om Tat Sat, which indicate Vishnu, the Supreme Person. The third part of the Bhagavad Gita has shown that devotional service and nothing else is the ultimate purpose of life. This has been established by citing past acharyas and Brahma Sutra, the Vedanta Sutra. Certain impersonalists consider themselves have a monopoly on the knowledge of Vedanta Sutra, but actually the Vedanta Sutra is meant for understanding devotional service. For the Lord himself is the composer of the Vedanta Sutra and he is its knower. That is described in the 15th chapter. In every scripture, every Veda, devotional service is the objective. This is explained in Bhagavad Gita. As in the second chapter, the synopsis of the whole subject matter was described. In the 18th chapter, also the summary of all instruction is given. The purpose of life is indicated to be renunciation and attainment of transcendental position above the three modes of material nature. Arjuna wants to clarify two distinct subject matters of Bhagavad Gita, namely renunciation, tyag, and renounced order of life, sannyas. Thus, he is asking meaning of these two words. Two words used in these words to address the Supreme Lord Rishikesh and Keshi Nishudhana are significant. Rishikesh is Krishna, the master of all senses, who can always help us to attain mental serenity. Arjuna requests him to summarize everything in such a way that he can remain equipoised, yet he has some doubts, and doubts are always compared to demons. He therefore addresses Krishna as Kesi Nishudhana. Kesi was most formidable demon who was killed by Lord. Now Arjuna is expecting Krishna to kill the demon of doubt. Okay, so this chapter, Arjuna asks question about sannyas and tyag. So generally we feel like these two words are same, right? Tyag and sannyas. The meaning daita is same. That's the general perception we have. But there is a lot of difference in these two activities. And that Krishna will explain. But Arjuna has asked this very significant question about the difference. So in the last chapter, we have seen how it ended was all the acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance should be done for Supreme Lord, remembering Om Tat Sat, or chanting the name of the Lords, and then we can achieve the perfection. So there also was the topic of renunciation of the results or desires. Give up your own desires, or desires which are for your own satisfaction, give them up. So there is no direct connection, but this is some connection between chapter 17 and 18. So Arjuna's question is from that angle. So Arjuna already in the 10th chapter and the 11th chapter, he already accepted Krishna as the Supreme. But now still he is asking several questions to take decision. So the whole purpose of asking this question is also whether he should, how he should fight, whether he should renounce or he should do tyag. So these two things are different. So that is why Arjuna is asking this question, so that he can take a proper decision how he should act, considering his fight or war also. So actually this is very significant question which Arjuna has asked to take some proper decision. So in our life also, we many times have to take decisions, difficult decisions. So at that time we are not able to conclude many times what should be done. What should be done, or more precisely, what is better? That is always our confusion. So there are two options or there are three options. So what is the best? Which is the best option? Which is more beneficial for me? So these are the points every time we think while taking some crucial decisions. So here Arjuna's this question actually is a guidance to all of us how we should take decisions in the life. What should be the goal while taking the decisions? So first we have to, so Srila Prabhupada mentions that throughout the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling Arjuna or all of us about devotional service. So he has stressed the point that devotional service is the ultimate method to achieve the supreme goal. So devotional service is not the ultimate goal, but the process of bhakti or devotional service is the means by which we progress towards the ultimate goal. And Krishna has instructed this in each chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Remember me, think of me, offer obeisances unto me, and how it should be done, giving up the results, giving up the desires. So Krishna has continuously stressed this point. Even after giving that, Arjuna is asking this question. So there is something more that should be considered by taking the decisions. So Arjuna is asking from that angle also. And in this chapter actually begins with this question which takes the subject of Bhagavad Gita to the ultimate instruction or goal for all of us. And for Arjuna, it was what he should do. The Bhagavad Gita started like he kept his bow and arrow and he asked Krishna, what is best thing for me? I am not able to decide. I don't know. I am not able to find out. So Krishna, please guide me as my guru. What is best for me? So that is the, in one way, we can say Arjuna's one of the goal. He wanted to take a good, proper decision. So we see now in this chapter actually how Krishna step by step guides Arjuna to take correct decision. And we will also try to see how this step-by-step process can help us for taking the decisions. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So, any comments or any questions or any points that we should consider when studying this chapter, then we can keep in our mind when we study this chapter. Hare Krishna. Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow with the next verse and Krishna's answer. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much.